Hello my loves, welcome to my channel again. So today I wanted to start things off to see where the reading's going before I start the recording. And I've just pulled one card. It just fell out pretty quickly, but it is the Ten of Pentacles. Awesome, right? So yeah, you're definitely entering into a stage of security. All your ducks lining up in a row. All of your little seeds that you planted coming to fruition. It's exciting stuff, man. I don't know what you did, but you completed a cycle. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about the fruits of your labor, right? You've been planting seeds. And it's not been easy, but it's, you know, you're having the 9 followed by with the 10, like, yeah, all your manifestations are coming in, love. Now I'm just see if we can get any more cards for you. I mean, you know, I feel like it's very much like, oh well, all happening. That'd be a very short reading, wouldn't it? It's just like, yeah, so all the fruits of your labour. You're being rewarded for all of your effort. And you're being rewarded with everything. It's exciting, man. That fucking time. I feel like there's an element of you that's just like, yeah, and it's about time. Because I'm definitely hearing that from Spirit. Is like, it is about pagan time. And this whole video is going to be me just shuffling cards, I think. I know they find themselves very funny up there, but I don't. Oh, something's trying to get out there, but I don't know what. Oh. 1 second. Oh my god. Honestly, the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Literally. It's almost like there's no guidance. So it's just, yeah. It's just like, hey, you did it. Good for you. Good for you. I've never known Spirit be so quiet. They're usually all chatty. Is there any advice? Any information? Any advice? Anything? Or is it just like, my gosh, don't even worry about it? I mean, you know, the 10 is a completion of a cycle. So for everything to have kind of started off with the completion of a cycle, just makes me think that you have. You know, with these, you just like, you've been planting the seeds. You've been wishing for things. You've been telling Spirit what you want. And you've been doing the work that needs to be done to achieve this. It's completion. And Pentacles are very... 3 of Cups. Time to celebrate. Because all of your chickens are coming home to roost. My days, he's mad. Emperor. Someone is stepping into their Emperor energy, just... good discipline, good control, good stability. That's the thing. I feel like having the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, it's like you're building stability, and particularly because the Ten of Pentacles is representative of material stability as well. It's like, yeah, it's very a lot of maybe they just want to shuffle this one today. We're now picking on my shuffling skills, you know. Yeah, and do you know why? Actually, yeah, do you know why this is all happening? It's not just because you've been putting in the effort and the work, but it's because you're clear, right? You have been clear. Rather than, I feel like in the past you've probably been a little wishy-washy, sort of like balancing between decisions, not really fully confident in what's going on and stuff, which is quite normal for certain collectives and certain souls. And I feel like you've learned to put more boundaries in place. So something that should be noted as well is where you are an empathetic person and where you are kind of vibing on the love side of things. It's very difficult to lay down proper boundaries, right? That's the dark part to the light side, so to speak, is like you can become too empathetic and too people pleasing, you know. And in fact, you know, the darker version of light is that it's people pleasing, it's putting yourself second to everybody else. But this is why, because you've cut through all the bullshit, right? And you've been like, no, I'm going to be clear with myself and the universe and everyone around me as to what it is I want, because I deserve it. And you do deserve it. And so with Queen of Swords and the Emperor, like, you're a bit of a powerhouse. There's some sexy energy, I'm telling you right now. Amazing. This is a really good reading. Like, usually there's like some sort of like scolding going on. I don't know who you are, but you've done the work. Interesting. It's definitely the season of expansion. Something to note today as well is having the wish fulfillment card coming through, being the Nine of Cups. I would, and having the Queen of Swords as well, kind of like, you know, they're being really clear about everything, clear-minded, and having the authority and control of the Emperor. I would, you know, today is 8/8, the Lionsgate portal. So if you're watching that today, if you're watching this today, like, definitely something to consider is like really be clear about your manifestations today. Interesting. So we've got the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like this is coming in, and what you're being called to do now is to leave behind anything that it's about leaving everything behind. So it's like leaving the negative emotions, the darkness, whatever it is, and taking time to rest, because to have gotten like to this level, and the fact that you are walking away from things, and when I say walking away, I don't mean necessarily like you are leaving a place or leaving people or whatever. What it means to say is like sometimes you're just walking away from like an old belief system that you have, or an old way of thinking. And so I very much think that, given that we've got the Queen of Swords as well, it would suggest to me that there's been a time of you not being clear and not really knowing what direction you're going in, and being a little confused and just kind of foggy-headed. I'm looking at the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck as well. It's almost like that looking back at all of the pain and suffering, the difficulties and all the things that you've gone through, and you're walking away from that you're saying, you know, I'm worth better, right? And you are absolutely worthy of better. And you're making that happen. You've planted the seed, you've manifested what needs to come, and it's coming, right? But I feel like you are being called to rest. It might be that you know, I'm telling you all of this and you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. But a lot of that's because, particularly having the 10 at the beginning, you know, there's a completion of a cycle going on here, and the likelihood is to see this much abundance in a reading, and having the 8 of Cups come out, it's been tough. It's been a lot of work to get yourself to this point, right? So take time to rest, and re-energize and recharge after all of that hard work that you've put in, that now means that you can have the abundance that you deserve, my love. Yeah, there's been a lot. You keep wanting to come out as well. So I've got 5 of Cups. We've got the 5 of Cups and the Chariot. So there has been a lot of disappointment. I'm starting to see the pain coming through, you know. There really has been. You've been really grieving a lot, and I find the 5 of Cups a really interesting card, because obviously it's a little sad, isn't it? You know, it's all about regret and feeling like you failed, or grieving losses of whatever description. But you see, it's like having these are the past, right? These are the spilled cups, or whatever. The back, but behind it, there's still 2 cups standing, right? So it's not that you don't have anything, or that you don't have the faith that things are coming. It's that, you know, we've had to take time to really understand this part of it. And there has been grief. But with the 8 of Cups, you're walking away from it. Yeah? You're walking away from that mindset, from that feeling like nothing's ever going to pan out for you. Right? And we've got the Chariot. So it's moving very strongly. The energy is very, very strong. You know, you're taking action, and you're starting to understand the direction that you're going in. But it's all really, really good. Any last bits? Okay, so I've got the 2 of Wands. So yeah, you're making progress. It's like you're looking. I'm getting a very specific message now. See how he's looking between his wands, and he's got the world in his hands. I'm getting a very clear message of, you are here to raise the vibration of Earth, right? The Earth is very, very stagnant, and just, I'm not so sure it's that it's overcome with darkness so much as it is indecision. I feel like right now the energy on Earth is that of indecision, right? It's that kind of thing of like, I don't know if I am light or dark or blah, blah, blah. Like, no, everyone's kind of like an in-betweeny mix, right? And so the message I'm getting from this is like, you have the world in your hands and the world in your thoughts, right? Because you're here to do something. And what you're starting to see is that you have a bigger mission here, right? And that is why you're getting this abundance. And that is why you had to go through all the crap you went through. I know it was unpleasant, but you had to learn. You had to see what exactly was going on here, right? You had to see what was going on the Earth before you could really jump in to help. And so as a result, and that's the wish fulfillment. That's the planting of the seeds. Nice. So we've got, just cover up her modesty here. Got the star and the moon. So I think you've been under the illusion that yeah, it's almost like you've been under the illusion that you would always have to just endure this, you know, that everything would always be like this, that every time you put any effort, attention, or anything to anything, it was always just doomed to fail. And you've been living under that illusion, and you see like the look on his face in the moon. It's been causing like this kind of it's been causing this regret and this disappointment and this grief, because you know who you are and you know what you're here to do, and it just feels like everything's against you all the time. But it's not the case. Like, you have to experience the dark in order to learn how to transmute into light. It's not enough to just watch the news. It's not enough to see people around you going through it. You had to go to hell and back so that you could understand it on a level that allowed you to help the world more and make plans as to how you're going to take your energy out into the world. And we have the star. You're filling your cup, baby. All that faith, all that trust, it's paying off, and you're giving back to yourself. And I always notice she's giving back to the earth here as well. Co-creation. Cup's going to be nice and full, my sweetheart. I'm telling you. Just maintain that faith, because I feel like that's what's really, really got okay. And just to finish off on like the most prime thing that we could finish off on, look what I've got, the 10 of Cups and the Empress. Isn't that interesting? So for me, like, the Empress is, obviously it's not just abundance. I'm going to say it's like you've come into your Queen of Swords energy, right? You've been, and that's what shifted things in your favor, is by being more clear and more putting your boundaries in place, not allowing people to walk all over you all the time, because I feel like you've probably let people do that quite a bit. And that's no shame. I'm going to be clear, no shame on that, because that's just, I think that's part of the empath's journey, is to just go through that really like debilitating people-pleasing phase. But you're entering your Empress era. And that's exciting, right? Because she is abundant as hell. But not only is she abundant, it's almost like there's a Mother Earth kind of vibe to her as well, and having like the little earthy here. She is the nurturing mother, right? The co-creator. Too. You've got nothing to worry about. Like, look at this. I mean, this is like your emotional and your material world. It's coming full circle. And you're going to be so happy. I'm so happy for you. Can't believe that. 10-10. That's amazing. And the Empress. Get out of here. Get out of here. Proud of you for getting to this point. And trust that everything that is coming to you right now, you deserve it. Like, you fully deserve it. Okay. I love you very, very much. And I hope you have the best time. And damn.